Hey yarn friends, I'm so happy to be back here with you today. Thank you for dropping by for a visit. First off today, I want to give y'all an update on my finger. I had shared in my last little video about my finger and how it was bothering me and it was so painful. I had been to the doctor with it and he upped my Viagra, because I take Viagra because it is a vasodilator. I take that for my fingers. It's commonly just prescribed for Raynaud's, and he upped my blood thinners, and I had been keeping a hand warmer like you can get in the hunting department at Walmart, the little plastic things that you just shake, and then you open it and then just shake that little cloth little baggie up and keep it, I've been keeping that on my finger, and my finger did improve. Now, we've done all that kind of stuff in the past, and it, might not have improved on other fingers. So I'm really going to chalk this up to my friends praying for me, and I appreciate that very much. You just don't know. But anyway, that finger is still a little sensitive. Not really painful, but, it's not healed all the way in there. I can touch it, and I can touch my yarn and do things with it. And, I'm not screaming, but it's, I can just tell it's a little bit sensitive, if that makes any sense. But anyway, it's just really, really numb on the outside and sensitive on the inside, but it's not so painful that I can't use it. Thank the Lord. I'm so glad I can use my finger and keep trucking on. So anyway, I just wanted to update y'all on that. And I do appreciate this yarn community so much for the prayers that I know I received from that, and also the people have reached out and just asked me how I was doing, and that just means the world to me. You just have no idea. I just appreciate it very much. So I wanted to mention real quick about the yarn bingo going on. If you want to play in that, please join the yarn bingo Facebook group, and I will link the yarn bingo video for February and the yarn bingo face group below. And the Happy Mail swap that was going on for February, it's in process right now. Excuse me. It's in process right now. People are receiving and sending gifts packages, and so the next swap will be for April, and it's called Spring Clean Share Your Stash. But sign-ups for that one will be on March the 1st. So just keep an eye out for that video coming up. Okay, so today I wanted to share some of my finished projects with y'all. And these are loom knitted projects. That's what I do. This hat I made. This pattern is by Tuteate on YouTube. And I think that's the way you say her name. I'm not really sure. Her videos are silent, so she does. There's music, but she doesn't talk on them. But they're easy to follow, and I will link that below. But I really like the pattern and the texture. I'm not sure how well that shows up on here, but it's very nice. And I think she called it the romantic or romance hat. I should have wrote that down. I called it my sweetheart hat. Because I used, Valentine colors, and actually I used a Bernat Pop. I think the colorway is called Lipstick, and I just thought it turned out really cute, and I like it. It's a little too hot to be wearing it right now, but I've already got it on, and if I take it off, I will have head hair for sure. Head hair, I don't know. Anyway. But our temperatures, like today, we're in like 80 degrees. But by, I think tomorrow night, it's supposed to be back down in the 30s. So that's just crazy. We're all going to be sick for sure. But I wanted to share some more projects with you today. This hat I finished up just about a week ago, I guess. But anyway, I love the texture of it. Okay, so here's another hat I had made for myself. It's just like a super big hat, and I can like stuff all my hair. I can put my hair up in like a ponytail on the very top of my head and then just stuff it all up in this hat. It's very slouchy hat. but I wanted something kind of like that. And I haven't worn this yet. I've tried it on, but I hadn't worn it out and, you know, out in public yet. But I hope that it'll wear like I'm hoping that it'll wear. Anyway, so the temperatures are going to drop back down the rest of the week, so may end up wearing that. And I made this cowl, and I know this is like super thin. You can probably see me through it. This is very thin cowl, but in Louisiana we don't need really thick cowls. And especially I'm hot-natured anyway, although the blood thinners and stuff like, and the Viagra and all that do make me a little bit on the chilly side, but overall I'm hot-natured. But anyway, I made this very lightweight, thin cowl, and I'm going to try to wear that later this week with that hat and see how that does. If it was more than this, it would be too thick for me. So, and those patterns are, there wasn't a pattern. I just kind of made it up. I made this on the 41 peg loom. I just wanted something thin and wasn't trying to make a certain thing. I was just making a tube because that's what a cowl is. And this hat, the brim of it is U-knit pearl, just a ribbed, and then the I just e-wrapped the whole hat. So 2 simple projects, and they were both made on the 41 peg loom. Alright, and this is a hat that I made for Dakota. Oh, and this yarn here is I love this yarn, and I think the colorway may be called Antique. This colorway is not available here in my town, but I found it in another town, and I think the colorway was Antique. So this is a hat that I made, Dakota, and I ended up, this was one of my Finish It Friday hats. I ended up, I had it on the 41 peg loom, and I took it off of that, and I made the hat part on the king size Addy, and then I took it off the Addy and put it on the 41 peg loom. I just set it in there like that and made the brim. And again, it's the rib stitch brim, E-wrap and a pearl, just repeating, and finish that off. And this fits Dakota perfectly. He does not like slouchy hats. He likes his hats fitted, and so it's perfect for him. Elijah likes slouchy hats, and Dakota does not. And this yarn is just a gray with black specks, and it come from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Here's another one of my Finish It Fridays that ended up just being a doll blanket, something like that. So it was a 10-stitch blanket that I decided I was not in love with, but I was too far into it to frog it, and I was almost at the corner, and so I decided to just finish it off to that corner and end the blanket. And it could be a doll blanket or something like that, or just a mat, just whatever it ends up being. And that was a burnout pop, and I don't know the colorway. Okay, so this year I'm making a blanket. Okay, making a blanket intimidates me. It just sounds like it would take forever. And I just don't really want to invest in a project that's going to take forever. That sounds horrible. I like small projects that I can get done instead of dragging it out. But anyway, I do want to make a blanket. So I came up with this idea that I was just going to make a block a month. And this block is going to represent January. And I'm about to start on my February block, and I'll be working on that throughout this month just to get it done. So, and this particular blanket, I'm gonna use. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby throughout the whole blanket, so that the whole blanket has the same feel and texture. So this is, I'm buying the yarn as I need it for the months, which I do have some months already bought. But that's my January square. And I guess I'm going to go around it with a border, put a border around it, and then connect all the borders together to make that blanket. So that's my first square for that blanket. Okay, another little project I did, and I have to credit this to Karen at Happiness Homemade and Summer at Summer's Tips and Stitches. Karen had made these, and then Summer made one, and then Summer was trying to get the directions how to crochet the one she made, and I just kind of took that as a personal challenge to see if I could make one on the loom. And so I did. And so this is what it looks like on the inside. There's a place to put clip your stitch markers or slide your needles in, and clip some stitch markers over here. And there's also a pocket to stick your scissors or whatever little thing you might need. So I was really happy with the way this turned out. And I love this yarn here. It's the Bon Bon Red Heart yarn, which is super hard to find in my town. Like, if you find this yarn, or if I find this yarn, I buy it, because it's so hard to come by this yarn. And I've been trying to, I've been watching my Michaels. They seem to get like 1 or 2 skeins at a time, and I check in there pretty often, because if I go to town, I'm past Michaels to get to town, so I'll just check their yarn and see if they have any of this in, and it's very hard to get it. I guess I could order it online, but I just like to buy yarn in person. But anyway, again, that's just a little notions pouch, and I thank Karen and Summer for showing that on their channel. And I just took the opportunity to take that as a challenge and make one for myself. Last video I was working on this, and I finished it for Valentine's, and it's just like a little table runner or a mat to go in the middle of my dining table. It turned out really cute. I like it. It looks really nice in there laying on the table. So that was one I made for my home for, I finished this up last month, so it doesn't count for bingo for this month. Another, well, let's see, I have a few things here I can show you. I know a lot of the crocheters do amigurumi. Well, since I loom knit, I guess you could say I do Loomigurumi. So here's a little s'mores I made with the little crackers and the chocolate and a little marshmallow. He turned out really super cute, and I totally just finished him like minutes before I started filming him and the other item that I'm going to show. For the Valentine swap, I got Ella's name, and I was so excited that I got Ella from No Catchy Name. Dakota kind of matched people up. Well, he didn't really match people up. He matched people who have YouTube podcasts up. Not really. He just wrote YT by their numbers. We numbered, let me just start over with that. We numbered 1 to 39. And if they had a YouTube podcast, we wrote YT beside their number. And then he matched up YouTube podcasters. And then the rest of them, he just filled in numbers. So I didn't know who I'd gotten until, it was time to send out the emails. And I was so excited that I got Ella's name, because I just love Ella. And so I made Ella a mug, cup of cocoa, and sent to her. This is not the one I sent to her. I've already sent hers. This is just one I made for myself, because I like cute little things like this to sit on my desk. And it just turned out really cute. I like the little marshmallows up there. So another one of my Loomigurumis. I know Ella and a lot of others do amigurumis. So that turned out cute. And another blanket that I'm also working on is the Jada and Stitches 2017 calendar blanket. So I've already showed that I did square one, and I'm, Jada and Stitches crochets, let me say that, and her pattern is crochet. I don't crochet, so I'm just making this up and making it on a loom. So that was my January square. Here's my February square. And I'll show you what the back of these look like too, just in case you want to know. So this is February. And then I just totally went rogue for March and did my own thing completely. And I love the way he turned out. So here's my March with a little leprechaun and his little fuzzy beard. Jada and Stitches March square is blue with a little rainbow in the corner, but I just decided to make the whole background a rainbow and make a little Irish man to go on there. Hers is blue with just a hat, and I just made a little Irish man leprechaun. And there's the back of that, in case you were wondering what it looks like. So all these will be stitched together to make a blanket. And the next square will be April. And I don't know exactly when I'm going to start on that because I have another project that I've got to get going on. But I love the way these squares are turning out, and I can't wait to complete that. And doing a blanket that way, just one square at a time, is so less intimidating. Like, I feel like I could do it. I can make a square. So I just got to make 12 squares, and I feel like I can do that. So here's another item that I made, and I'm not quite sure what it is yet. His arms move. I was going for a llama. I don't know, does anybody see llama? I don't know, his ears kind of look rabbity. But I was really shooting for a llama. And so Dakota says to me, what makes it a llama? And I said, because I said it's a llama. I don't know, so you tell me, what does this look like? Am I stretching it to say it's a llama? I don't know. And my last finished project is something I've been working on, and I totally just finished it today. I've been going on this, trying to get it done. So it's kind of large, so I'm not going to be able to show it all at one time, but I'll probably put a picture on Instagram. But anyway, this is the bottom, and I can't really see what I'm showing. This is the bottom. The turtle and the egg does come out, and I'll show that to you in a second. I've seen these in crochet, and I know they've been around for a few years in crochet. And so, I don't crochet, but I wanted to make one. So I just decided to loom knit one. And this is my loom knit version of the turtle beach blanket. I don't know what you call it. Beach turtle blanket. I don't know if it has an official name. But anyway, I'm very pleased how it turned out. It turned out really cute. And then for the egg that I put on there, I just decided to make a little turtle that comes out. So here's my little turtle. A little toddler could take it out and play with it on the blanket and then put it back in the egg. So anyway, I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. I might put it on Etsy. I was thinking for my living room, but yet Dakota has 2 cats and they would end up messing it up. So I wouldn't put it out. People tell me often that my house has a beach house theme feel to it, which I'm okay with that because I love going to the beach. And so I was thinking it would go good in my living room because some of our walls are turquoise color, but I don't think the cats would allow for it. So anyway, that's what it looks like on the front. I don't know if you can see like the texture I did on it, trying to make it look like ripples. And then the sand, I wanted it to look like ripples. I don't know if you can see that too well. And then the back side is just solid. You can't see where I sewed the turtles on or anything like that. So anyway, I'm proud to get this done. It was a good little project. It took me a little while to get it done. I don't know how long. Just a couple of weeks, I guess, to get that done. Maybe 2 weeks. So that's all the finished projects that I will show you today. But I do have a few other things that I'd like to share with you. From after my last video, Classy Kim, I don't know if you know her from YouTube and from Facebook. She comments on the Facebook groups for No Catchy Name and Yarn Joy podcast. She comments in those groups, I know, a lot, and she comments on, you know, everybody's videos. But anyway, Classy Kim, she sent me a gift from Amazon, and I was just so blown away, like, for real. I've had these out using them, but I just stuck them back in here so that you could see how they came. They came in this cute little bag that I can't wait to store something in. I might even put like a small project or something in there. But it's really cute. It's the first time I ever received a gift from Amazon, so I don't know if they do this all the time. It's new for me. And then inside was this little package, and it is open, so she sent me these scissors, and they are awesome, because all I have to do is my thumb, and they cut just perfectly. I can just snip that yarn, and it is just perfect for my hand. It fits it awesome. So thank you, Kim, so much for these scissors. It really touched my heart that you cared enough to send me these scissors. Very not expected at all. I was shocked. But I do love them, and I'm using them like this is my scissors now, because that is so much easier for me I just have to push my thumb in. So that is wonderful. Thank you so much, Kim. And another thing I received, I bought this from Ella, No Catchy Name. She makes project bags, and she always makes these wonderful little project bags. And last month she made some with llama print, and when I knew she was making them, but I didn't know I needed to be like on the ball. So when she put them up on her Etsy, I went to go get the card to get the number, because I don't know it, to order it. When I got back to I probably stopped and did a few more things, but before I got back to my desk, they were all sold. So I was really bummed. But then she had said that she got some more llama material, so I was going to be ready this time, and I was. I had my number ready, and when she posted that she had put some bags up, I went over there to her Etsy shop and got some. And I love the little notions pouch here with the little llamas on it. Isn't that cute? And the inside is turquoise, but it's a nice little bag to put my loom net stuff in. I can put my hook in there, and my new scissors, and they do close up. And you know, all my little things that I need, stitch markers or whatever, for that whatever project I'm working on. And this is the bag. It is a nice size bag. I'm not sure of the measurements, but in her Etsy shop, I'm sure it does say the measurements. But this is a drawstring bag. It's not a box bag. It's more of a sack bag. But I love it. I just love it. And I can't wait to use it. I just got it in the mail today. And then it just drawstrings up. and just a bag, project bag to take on the go. This is my first project bag. Like, I hadn't had any of these fancy project bags. I've been using little bags from like the, what do you call them? The little reusable shopping bags that you can get at like Dollar Tree or Walmart or something. That's what I've been using for a project bag, because I didn't have any of these fancy project bags like Ella makes and some of the others make. So I love this, and I'm just so thrilled to have it. It really means a lot to me that it's made by Ella also. That gives special meaning to it. Okay, another item I received from Tara Lynn. She does not have a podcast, but she comments on lots of the podcasts and such. And she's on Instagram. And she sent me a message asking would I like some looms that she had that she no longer uses. And so I was like, well, if you're sure you're not going to use them, sure, you know. And so she sent me some looms, and boy, did she send me some looms. Some nice looms. I appreciate this so much, Tara Lynn. She sent me the whole set of the Nifty Knitters. There's 3 of them in there. So that is a very nice set, and I just can't wait to cast something on all of them. You got them, use them. And the straight loom, which is really nice loom too. I hadn't counted how many pegs that is, but a purse or something like that would work great on this. And let's see. Oh, she sent me a book on some loom knitting at 14 Easy Projects. And so I will be going through here and finding some projects to make. Looks like it's a lot of wearables in here. So that's cool. Thank you, Tara Lynn. I appreciate that. And then she sent an extra little Nifty Knitter loom, which is great because I'll have a project going on all of them in no time. And in this bag, she sent the flower loom and a spool loom, and I think that's a pom-pom maker or something like that, a flower maker. But that's great. I appreciate this so much. Yes, I'll use these. And that flower loom is a little bit bigger than my other flower loom, so that's great. It'll give a different size effect. I like that. And then in this little baggie, some safety eyes and loom knit pick and some little tapestry needles. And that's just awesome. I mean, it's things I use every day, so I appreciate that so much. There's something in here that I'm not familiar with. Oh, some D-rings to make purses, and use these for the handles. That's awesome. Tara Lynn, I feel like you know me. Oh, maybe you do, and I hope to get to know you better too. But that's what she sent, and then she surprised me with some yarn. She asked me what color yarn I liked, and I said, oh, I like every color. I like the rainbow. I don't think there's a color I don't like. Now, sometimes it is hard working with black because it's just hard to see the stitches, but I still use it. In lots and lots of projects. But there's not a color that I don't like that I don't use. I use every color in whatever project, what if the project calls for that color, I use it. And she sent me some beautiful yarns here that I don't have in my town, the colorways I've never seen before. This is she sent me 3 of these red hearts, and that is called Sunrise. I've never seen that colorway before, but I love it. It has some red and blue and orange, and a little fuchsia and a little bit of purple. It's great colors. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it yet. Like, I'm undecided. I know it needs to be something awesome. And then this is so cool right here. This colorway. She sent me 4 of these red hearts so I can make a large project with these. And this is called Panther Pink. It's different pinks, different shades of pink to purple to black. Isn't that beautiful? So I can't wait to make something with that. Panther Pink. And so I have 4 skeins of this. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. I want to make something awesome. So I'm gonna have to think on that for a little bit and do a little bit of researching. But definitely want to make something for myself with that. Thank you, Tara Lynn. I appreciate that so much. You just don't know how much that meant to me, how touching it was. It just really touched me. And I appreciate it so, so much. But I think that's about all I have for today. I could turn around and do another video of finished projects, but I have a few more things I'm going to finish up to go with that. But what I'm going to do is I want to participate in the local crochet along that Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter and Karen at Happiness is Homemade is hosting on Ravelry. I always say that wrong. I always say it wrong. And my son says, the yarn's not fighting. Ravelry. Okay, so anyway, they're hosting this crochet along where you're supposed to make something to represent your local town or state or, you know, wherever you live. And so I'm going to make something to represent Louisiana, and it's a large project. It started February the 1st, but I haven't started on mine yet. I'm going to start on it tonight as soon as I finish this, and I'm probably going to work nonstop on that. It ends April the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So I have the rest of February and March to get it done. I can do it. I can do it. So I'm going to work really hard on that. And if I don't get finished by then, I'll at least have a good bit done, so it will be easy to just finish it on up. But it's a project that I'm excited about. And I hope that I can do it. I can. I'm just going to do it. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Like I said, I just appreciate the yarn community so much. You all really mean a lot to me. And come back and hang out with me again. Thanks, friends.